My work was all over the place. Past Francis did not manage to take cohesive clips about these different projects, so every now and then me, present Francis, is gonna pop in and explain what I'm doing if I forgot to mention some very important things. First off, we have a still, from the beginning of the month, relatively cohesive bookbinding project. Enjoy! There are personal projects I have to get started on, and they are bookbinding related. Both of them are gifts for good friends of mine. The first one for my best friend of over 10 years, and she will get a handbound notebook. She really loves handmade gifts. And the other is for a couple who's getting married. They will receive a handbound photo album from my husband and I, as well as some other things, but that is the main part I have to get done within the next 1.5 weeks. Let's go. Let's begin with the signatures. They are always what will tell me what size the rest of the book has to be. And I got this beautiful writing as well as printing paper from Handbound. So when you fold it twice, then you get 4 pages. And for me, 6 pages usually makes a signature. Let's see. With this one, you can go 8. That is okay. There shall be either 4 or 6 signatures. Let's cut some paper and then we can check in again how thick the signatures are. I have this beautiful paper. I found it and thought of her immediately, and I'll use it as the cover. It will be a certain type of cover that has an open back. You will see as I go how it's supposed to look. I'll just trim the edges because this is a handmade paper. It has these rough edges and I'll need one clean sheet.
I'm being carried by the wake, so hold me like an ocean. I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away. Yeah. No way to change our yesterday. No way to change our yesterday. Stayed in but felt so far away. Last night was one big holiday. Cool winds on me out by the shade. Put my weekend on layaway. I don't know where I'm going. 2 days, one big commotion. I'm being carried by the wake, so hold me like an ocean. I need your soothing motion. Please help me take the pain away. Yeah. No way to change our yesterday. No way to change our yesterday.
It's much later in the day and I only have about 45 minutes left to work on this today, and I really want to finish at least the book cover, and tomorrow then I can start sewing the things together, the signatures inside. Let me show you what I got. I have, well, it is the book cover, but it is not completely finished. It will fold like this. I need to attach this button here, and I also need some rubber band, elastic band that will go around the button. And also inside there has to be covering paper, and if possible, I forgot to do it before, which is a shame, but I have this beautiful Viridian green. It's not exactly the same shade, but it's fine, you know. I want to attach this. I'll put the name somewhere here. I can't think of it right now, but I want to place this inside as well, if possible. Let's see. Let's try it out. All of that in under 45 minutes. Let's go. Here we have the signatures. I need those for tomorrow. And this is label paper. My old one is empty, and I do hope this one does a good job as well. I already marked where the hole is supposed to be. Let's cut this out. Okay, I'll use this after all. I will tie one part around here, and then you can go this way, and I'll do this type of closing. That's adorable. I like it. Okay, I will check. I have thoughts, and I'm pretty sure I know how to do this. I will get back to you tomorrow though. For now, I'm very happy, really, truly very happy with how this looks. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Well, I'll be honest with you, it is already, it's almost 12 p.m. But I have a good excuse as to why I'm starting this late. Today there are records for heat temperature being broken, and I had to take a very long walk with the dog because we probably won't be able to go outside until 4 or 5 p.m. When he's awake later, you'll know why. He has so much fur, he will be way too hot, therefore it's all a bit later than I wanted to, but that's okay. I also Skyped with the friend that this gift is for, and I'll let you know what we will do right now in order to finish this gift. Let me show you. At first I thought I'd use this yarn to attach the signatures, but now I figured I'm gonna close the book with the help of this. And you might know this way of closing something up. You just wrap it around and it holds. That's how I'm gonna close this. I think my friend will like that. And because of the color, which is more viridian green, more blue-green, I'm gonna use this yarn to attach the signatures, to bring it all together. Let's do that now. Okay, second side. I'll just do the second side and then get you back in for this closure type. Now let's make some belt loops for this ribbon. It will start here, go around here, and I will give it a little belt loop on this edge. Although the paper is thin and tends to rip, therefore I might do it just here in the center through the cotton. That'll be better. That's it. Simple knot with a bit of space. I don't want to make it tight. It is finished, all done. After I finished that project, I still managed to do the photo album, the Handbound photo album. I'll show you a photo where I painted the motif. I used fabric paint, and there is an watercolor fabric paint from a brand called Marabou. That in combination with opaque fabric paint from Marabou, I designed the front of this photo album. And here you will have another photo of the finished project. But because the last name of the newlywed couple is on there, I blurred it a bit, but this is basically what it looked like. I was very happy with it, really. All the while, I was still packing orders for my Etsy shop, and I decided to celebrate some achievements in a special way. Let's take a look. I thought it would be nice to celebrate my achievements in my Etsy shop, and therefore I got a map of the world and want to scratch off all the places where I already sent orders to. And I will open my Etsy orders, all of the orders I ever received. My first ever order went to California. And then I sent one to northern Germany. Oh, I can't forget to scratch off the flags here. The next country is Italy. Oh, I sent one to Anita, who watches this channel on a regular basis, and we also write on Instagram sometimes. And I did send another one to England. Then there is one that went to Spain. One went to Arizona. So AZ is over here. And another one to Florida. They get quite small here. And let's not forget, I even have to move the camera for that one. I have to move the map. I sent something to Hawaii. Thank you, Jason. I was so excited because next to Albany in Australia, this was the farthest I've sent something. I don't think it can get any further away. Austria is the last of my Central Europe countries I sent something to. I'm very happy that I chose early on to offer international and worldwide shipping for a fixed price that I calculated, and therefore I was able to offer this and have so much fun sending my things all over the world. That's the last one. United Kingdom, United States of America. Let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 countries. And this is how the world map looks. Lots of Europe, lots of United States, a little bit of Australia, no Southeast Asia, and no Africa, and no South America, and no Canada as well. But you need some goals you can strive for, right? Now we enter the truly chaotic timeline of me trying to make a Studio Ghibli letter writing set. The first part was a lot of fun. See you in a bit for the much more chaotic part.
Nothing like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your cheeks. 'Cause baby, in your absence life is boring, so I'll never leave. It's easier to love when it's you by my side, shining through the cracks like the first morning light, feeling like a child through the days and the nights, living in your arms as years go by. It's easier to love, oh, easier to love, oh. There's nothing like the way that you adore me. I can feel love from miles away, and the light in your eyes tells me stories of life in a more perfect place where I wanna stay. It's easier to love when it's you by my side, shining through the cracks like the first morning light, feeling like a child through the days and the nights, living in your arms as years go by. It's easier to love, oh, easier to love, oh. Summer rain on a window, watch the time float on. Cool air blows a memento as I fall take apart all the good things, stripped away what's there to do. So many times I tried, but I just don't remember. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future.
We have a very fine lined plan for an envelope, which will look like this. And when I fold it, it hopefully overlaps in a way that will give a continuous motif all around the envelope. It's not that easy, really. I wouldn't have thought it was that difficult, but it is. And now I do have the design, and I will trace it onto the oil pastel paper. Let's go. Honestly, I have to color this in so that I can tell which one is which, otherwise I'll get them confused and mixed up, and it won't fit when I fold it later on. I'll do that for a sec. Be right back.
Sliding doors, just wanna know you more. I hope you wanna be a somebody, spending all of the night moonwalking.
Good morning. Yesterday evening I worked on the envelopes, and I think we're on a very good way. I gotta show you this one for Howl's Moving Castle, the castle itself. So this is the front, and then on the back you have this island that continues. What is more difficult is the turnip hat, because he has the clothesline on his hand and the clothesline continues throughout the envelope, and that's difficult to manage. I have a version that is better and one that is worse, and I'm trying to get this clothesline to continue nicely through the envelope. Well, it's difficult. It's really difficult. And then even if you manage to do this, then you also have to get this to match. Quite hard. I have 3 versions, and now I'm working on the 4th one, which is hopefully the final one. These ones I can't use, but well, I'm very happy that the Howl's Moving Castle is working out well. Now I just need to use Procreate to actually put the moving castle in there. It will be here and continue a bit around the envelope to the back. Let's work on that for a bit. Oh, that's very sad. This is so bad. Oh, this is very bad. The front looks perfect, just how I wanted it. But the back, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. It honestly only got worse. I kept rearranging things, adding or deleting parts digitally, but it would not fit. I could cry, honestly. This is not fun. I probably have to start again because I am just getting further and further away from what I want to do. Let's take a look at the final castle one. I am one envelope away from crying, therefore I'll just get some coffee. I think I'm gonna throw these away because they depress me. And then we'll regroup and continue. Let's take a look at what I drew yesterday and today. I finished the envelopes and they look like this. I'll add the clothesline on my iPad digitally just to be safe. And I'll also add in the turnip head scarecrow. And this will be the envelope for the moving castle, and I'll add it in on the iPad as well. Do I have a good feeling about this? I won't say anything. It was quite traumatic, these 22 envelopes I just couldn't get to fit together. A final test. If this doesn't work, I'll just roll up into a ball and start crying. Here she comes. Okay. Oh, this is... Okay, there were some days between these this week of failure, and now I recovered a bit and I can now say that it is, I am fairly certain it's not my fault. It is that the envelope making tool is not precise enough. Even when I do the same design twice, it ends up in a different position. So, let it be known I'm not quitting the letter writing set, but I do have to postpone working on it. I will be at my in-laws for a week. They are quite far away. I thought before I end this vlog, it would be a good opportunity to show you what I am taking with me. Of course, I can't take, for example, my oil pastels. I don't know if you saw the video. I am storing them in a container now. So, first off, usually I carry all the larger things. in this bag that I got from my grandma. I don't know where she got it from, it looks handmade, but I like it very much. And then all the pens will go into this pencil case. First off, we have this trusted but almost gone pencil in softness B, as well as a new one in case this one breaks or is fully used up. I also need a sharpener, and I'll use this Faber-Castell. It's very versatile and sturdy. My favorite eraser is this Maped. I very much like how it performs. I will use a small and a large paper stump and take these with me, just have handy for sketching. I have 3 favorite pens. This one is the Unipin Fine Line Extra Fine Brush. It's very, very thin. I have it one size larger, Unipin Fine Line Just Brush, not Extra Fine Brush. And then for writing, I use the High Tech Point V5 from Pilot. Usually I use it in black, but I can't find the black one right now, so I'll just use the green one. As far as equipment goes, I do like the sharpener, the eraser, one ruler, as well as these tiny scissors. You never know when you need them and when inspiration strikes. For white highlines, I mostly use the Uniposca in, what is it, 0.7, or this Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen brush in white. This one is very opaque and this one is more, not transparent, but it blends nicer with the sketch. As far as colors go, I could go for a selection of polychromos, but I am feeling like watercolor, and it just gives you the most, I mean, it gives you all the colors. It is also pretty compact. Where there are watercolors, you also need brushes. One I definitely always take with me when I go for watercolors is the Faber-Castell water brush, and not the one that comes to the finest tip, but very versatile. I will also take these 3 sable brushes with me. The first one is the Vinci Maestro Miniature in size 3. The second one is the Winsor & Newton Professional Watercolor Sable Pointed Round in size 5. This one comes to such a nice fine tip, as well as this one. I love them. And then for broader areas and larger strokes, I have this one from my grandma. She gave this one and a second one to me for a birthday some time ago. It is a simple sable size 10. No further branding. I'm sorry, I can't tell you what it is, but it performs beautifully. As for the sketchbooks, I have this Kunst und Papier watercolor sketchbook. Every now and then I get the urge to paint with watercolors, but I still have some way to go. For dry media, I'll use this one from Bösner. It's an art supply store in Germany, and I'll take this with me for any sketches I want to make. Thank you for sticking around this extremely chaotic vlog. Even though there were some setbacks, I still would say I had a very creative and still productive time. I hand-bound 3 books in total. One I didn't even show you. It was a commissioned piece. I had a creative session in the middle of a field in the high grass. It was a good time, really, and I hope you took some inspiration or just a good feeling away from it. If you want to keep watching creative but probably very disorganized videos, go subscribe to my channel, and I do hope to see you in the next video. Bye!